Bom dia. Moving abroad. Planning to move abroad. Sounds like so much fun. What an adventure. A new life, new things to dream up, adventures to go on. But it is hard. The planning alone can be overwhelming. Just getting started, you can get lost making lists of the lists that you're going to go through. But we want to remind you that it really isn't hard. It's just detailed. You don't need 14 different ways to get from point A to point B. Just one good one. So come on. That's what we're going to talk about today. As we go, we'll take you on a journey to see some wonderful sights in Portugal. Waves, mountains, big cities, food, and fun. Welcome to the epic saga of breaking free from the mundane and embarking on a retirement journey that rivals any. If you've ever dreamt of retiring in style, sipping coffee in a charming European cafe, or exploring historic wonders without breaking the bank, then you're in for a treat. In case you are new to our channel, I'm Alan. My wife Leslie, son Wolf and I brought our pets and set out on one of the most rewarding adventures of our lives. We are from the Midwest in the United States and now live on the beautiful island of Madeira, Portugal. We hope you will find our journey helpful as you work to navigate your own. It'll be fun. Vai ser divertido. We started our journey by speaking with others who had moved abroad. We only knew a couple of them, and for them it had been many years. So while they were happy to encourage us to go forward and said we wouldn't regret it, they really couldn't help us with the process. We had to discover how to figure out what our steps should be, which meant everything was clear as mud. But before we get too far, we want to remind you that we are viewer supported and would like to ask you for your support today by giving us a thumbs up, subscribing, and hitting the bell. Once you have finally come to the decision that you're going to look at moving abroad, the process begins. Looking for a new place that you can afford takes lots of time and research. Planning scouting trips, vacations, and visits in order to narrow your field for your next adventure in life. Reviewing all the pros and cons is overwhelming in and of themselves. We talk about these things all the time. You know, cost of living, visa requirements, affordable health care, safety, quality of life, welcoming people, housing standards, etc. But while all this is going on, you are probably also going through more decisions than you want to deal with. Things just have a way of forcing you to take action, whether you are at that step yet or not. Like when to apply for your visa, when do you put the house on the market, how to move money overseas, how do I get a bank account, do you pack the china that grandma sent, do you sell it, donate it, or pitch it? This just goes on and on. So that brings us to number one, not that these are in any particular order. Collecting information. Don't make it hard. There are so many things you need to learn about that it can feel like you are drinking from a fire hose. Example, who do you listen to? Should I use an immigration attorney, or can I just do this myself? What are the steps? Where do I look? We recommend that you start by just making an outline, just like when you were back in school. We also recommend that you give yourself plenty of time. Start the process as soon as you know that you're interested in moving abroad. We have a checkoff list that will help get you started, and you can add your specifics as you go along. So make your life easier by downloading It'll Be Fun's Moving Abroad checklist. It's free. Just go to www.it'llbefunretirement.com. We'd like to take a moment to thank all of our Patreon supporters. Your support is truly appreciated. This helps us to create our videos. Number 2, clearing out the clutter. I'm sure you've heard this one before, and I'm talking about the physical treasures you've collected throughout your life, deciding what to bring and what to get rid of. In most cases, you are probably not bringing all your treasures with you, and figuring out which ones can be overwhelming and send you into decline. We all go through this in some form or another. Your first step is to know that you are not alone. Going through your stuff, organizing it, making it go away is really very hard to do. So start by understanding this. Your treasures in most cases are only valuable to you. Nobody wants your stuff. Don't think your kids, your grandkids, or second cousin's niece has just been sitting around and waiting for you to bestow the junk that you do not want upon them. If you don't want it, trust me, they don't want it either. Choose the 6 suitcases or 20 boxes of stuff that you want to keep. Now, just allow the rest to go away. If you need to, hire a company to come and set up an auction. Number 3, don't store it. What does this mean? Well, we are talking about the stuff that you didn't get rid of or let an auction company sell for you. You know, the stuff you decided that you should keep but are not bringing with you because it isn't good enough to bring. So somehow you've allowed yourself in your mind to tell you to put it in storage. Since a storage unit only costs a couple of $100 a month. Don't do this. Over 80% of all the stuff put into storage companies is never pulled back out to use again. You will be more than likely to pay for the storage for a year or two and then pay for a plane ticket to fly back and empty out the storage by pitching all the junk. Deal with it now. Do not postpone the decisions. You can thank me by sending the money you saved by not paying for the storage for your junk. Number 4, don't think that you are alone. Understand that we all go through similar feelings. You are not special or the only person ever had to deal with the multitude of things that must be accomplished in order to prepare for an overseas move. At times it will feel scary and out of control. So go slow. You can stop worrying over each step. You got this. Get out your checkoff list and don't hesitate to contact us if you need to talk through it. Come join the It'll Be Fun crew on Patreon. Put your biggest worry or concern in the comments below. Number 5, trust. We have talked about this many times. It can be hard to find people to trust as you go through on your journey. There are many things we need a reliable professional to help with, but finding one that we like and that we can trust is not always easy to do. We speak with people all the time who have struggled and in some cases been sold bad information. Don't trust everything that you are told. Back when we were going through our process, we found that trusting someone in another country was not a simple thing to do. At one point, Claudia, a real estate agent, had asked us for our IBAN number, which is a banking number for those from the USA who have no clue. As Americans, we were not just going to give her our bank account number, which is what asking for an IBAN equated to in our minds. So Leslie said no, and Claudia replied, "Miss Leslie, you are just going to have to trust somebody sometime." In the end, we decided that she was correct and got truly lucky with a young friend for life. But we do think you should be very careful. Some of the folks you meet are just trying to get your money. Remember the old adage, buyer beware. If you are planning your journey, please download a copy of our free Moving Abroad Planning Checklist at www.it'llbefunretirement.com and sign up for our free newsletter while you're there. Number 6, don't go down the research rabbit hole. Once you have chosen your immigration lawyer, real estate agent, banker, etc., stop shopping around on Facebook and going down the rabbit holes. Everyone has an opinion, and we all know that opinions are like, well, you know what, everybody has one. Not all the random people you meet on these sites are giving you correct advice for your situation. Work with your professional. Challenge them to give you the information that you need. This is why you hired them, isn't it? Now, of course, we still want you to keep watching our YouTube videos, but you should always make sure to do your proper due diligence. Number 7, be your own advocate. Don't be afraid to ask questions of your immigration lawyer or any professional that you're working with. Ask for other options, more information, and expect people to take care of your needs. Number 8, hire a professional if you need one. Did you know you can file for and get a visa in Portugal without having an immigration attorney? Just like you can file to do your own taxes. But just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Or said differently, if you would feel more comfortably hiring a trustworthy company to do the work for you, then you probably should. Throughout life, we have each been paid to do what we do best, and we have paid others to do what they do best. This really shouldn't change now. I am a mechanic, so yes, I fix my own car, but I am not a house painter and never wanted to be. So I hire a painter when I need my house painted. But one last thing, we do find that there's companies here in Portugal that will try to sell you everything from soup to nuts. You may not want to sign up for that. You wouldn't want to have your primary care doctor do your dental work for you, would you? Let's wrap this up. When planning for your next adventure, you have to trust someone. Be your own advocate. Don't go down the rabbit hole of information gathering. Use a checkoff list. Bring your best treasures and say goodbye to the rest. Hire professionals. Remember, life is short. Let us know what we can help you with. For example, planning your journey from the scouting trip through getting settled. Join us on Patreon, where you can make new friends and we can all learn together. Don't forget to pick up your free moving abroad planning checklist at www.it'llbefunretirement.com. We hope you continue to come along with us on our new adventure. Life is short. We should have done this sooner. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help us grow. The next stage in your life is a journey.